Warriors, how you doing? This is Shogun again. And like I always say, Herbalife is my life because it saved my life. And I'm telling you, this is my first Herbalife event. And I am around so many dynamic people, but there's always that one person that just like stands out of the crowd. That person that you like, there's something about that person I just need to know. This is that person.
Hello, everyone. I don't know what it was. Well, actually, I do know what it was that stood out about me, but I'm flattered and I'm honored. And whatever it is that you guys want to know about me that makes me stand out or that makes people want to get to know me, I'm here for it because Herbalife is to share. You can't be selfish. You have to share it with everyone. You can't keep it to yourself because it's not something that you keep for yourself. It's something that you share with the world because just as it's inspired me, has inspired him, and it has changed our lives. I know it's changed my life for sure. Then I know that I can also share my story and hopefully inspire others as well.
The important thing is about Herbalife, you're gonna get a lot of people that, oh, I heard about that stuff. That's that MLM crap and all that stuff. Mm-hmm. But it's not until you get to an event like this that you see the culture. And the culture is based around love. And that love is based around good nutrition. And when you have that dynamic, good things can't help but come out of you. Okay, it brings out the best of you because it's about self-development. It's about caring about people. It's about getting the love from the person who invited you and learning how to love others.
Absolutely.
It is the best thing in the world, okay? And you guys know me, I get emotional when I talk about this, right? So I'm gonna calm down. I'm gonna woos out right now because I feel it coming up, right? But I'm letting you know that, well, okay, she said that she knows why I approached her. She has this walk that is like a runway model. But the thing is, it was with such like her chest is out and she's like, I am Herbalife. You need to come to me to learn how to do this. Where did you get that vitality?
Well, before Herbalife, I was always the type of woman that had like an extra flair, or so most people would have considered me sassy or, very attitude-ish. And sometimes we have to learn how to tone our attitude down a bit because you don't know how you may come off to someone else. So what I did with my attitude and my sass, I put it in my walk. So by the way, everyone, my name is Mable. So when Mable's walking into the room because my presence shall be known as Mable, and you will take the time to acknowledge my presence just like I would take the time to acknowledge anyone else that would approach me. So that's kind of like the walk that I go for, where not only to walk into an Herbalife event, anywhere you walk as a person, and my confidence has improved because of Herbalife. So when I walk with confidence because I am confident in the person that I am, the person that I am becoming, and the person that I will be in the future, tomorrow, and 2 weeks from now. But I will walk with that confidence because it's necessary.
The main takeaway from what she just said is that when you go to some place, you own the room, man. When you go someplace, you are that warrior. And I keep telling you, the warrior mentality starts up here. And once you have it locked in that you are that warrior, that you are that champion, that you are that conqueror, people would take notice. And that's what happened with me and her. I just noticed it as soon as I saw it. As soon as I saw that walk, I was like, I gotta interview her. I gotta bring her to my people. All right.
Oh my gosh. I've never encountered an experience like this. I've had instances where people stop me because like, oh my God, there's something about you. But like the way you approach me, it kind of took me for a world. I never, I come to these Herbalife events and it's like, we're all equal. We're all equal. So for you to stand out amongst leaders, like that's very flattering because I don't see myself as more as you or anyone else. I just know we're all here to grow. So when I come here to learn and to educate myself. Like people say, oh, what do you guys do? It's just shakes, teas, and whatever supplements. No, Herbalife is not about shakes, teas, and supplements. I genuinely care about everyone that I help. I don't want you to buy supplements off of me. Herbalife works, that's obvious. But let's build a relationship. Let me understand why you want to lose weight, because I know why I joined. And if you understand your why, then it's much more difficult to quit, because your why won't let you rest unless you let your why become your excuse, and then that's a whole different topic.
Yeah, that's like, you need some therapy after that. If that's the case, you need therapy.
So why do I walk the way that I walk? Because I'm proud of who I've become. Because I've come a long way. And sometimes you have to remind yourself, like, you started your journey and you may not be where you want to be, but you're very far from where you started. So there's always so important to remind yourself. I remind myself every day when I look in the mirror. I remind myself, like, wow, Mable, look how far you've come. Keep up the great work. And I motivate myself just like I motivate others, because that's how I want everyone to think, to have a positive mentality. Before Herbalife, I used to spend my time on 95% on the problem, and I never thought of the solution. Mm-hmm. Could you believe that? And now, I've been doing Herbalife for 1 year. Now I encounter the same circumstance, and I'm like, wow, a year ago I would have drowned in sorrows, and now I'm just like, that's not a problem. Mm-hmm. No problem mentality at all. There's never a problem for me.
It's funny she's saying that, because you guys know I do a lot of videos about how to live a problem-free life. Now understand that your problems are nothing more than your opportunity to elevate yourself and evolve. So when you have the mentality that she does, that I've been teaching you, and we didn't script this. This is just off the cuff.
Like winging it.
Yeah, totally winging it. But understand that people in Herbalife are like-minded. And if they're not like-minded, they get there because of the love and the dedication and the self-development that we all aspire to have. And we want to be better in every essence of our life.
And we don't give up on each other.
No, you can't. You can't. Once you bring somebody in, it is your obligation, responsibility, and joy to watch them grow. Now, you guys know that in my martial arts school, I love it when my students become another level in their system, because I know that not only can they defend themselves and they have a better quality of life mentally, but they look for better jobs, better opportunities, because they know they deserve better. And that's what you want. You want to see your people evolve. And it may take some time, because they maybe have gotten through so much bull crap that is like layers, like real thick crap on, and it's really hard to stick your head out. Mm-hmm. But if you stick with them and show them that you're not going to give up on them, and that you love them no matter what they do,
that's you give up on themselves.
Exactly.
That's me. You described me like when I entered Herbalife 100%. I had all these layers. I was so guarded. I'm still a little bit guarded, because there's always room for improvement. But I work on that every day. I make it my business to become a better version of myself, because I deserve to be better. Like when I started Herbalife, not gonna lie to you, this dating back to last summer, I was working at a pastry shop as a cashier, right? I quit my job because I was fed up. Why was I cleaning bathrooms? Why? That's not something I needed to do. And that was just me as pre-Herbalife Mable. Then my coach is my cousin, and she was like, you need to try this. I was like, all right, so let me get a better job first, because my mentality is changing. Now I want more, because I wanted to try Herbalife. I knew my budget couldn't afford it. Then I found a job as a receptionist, right? Okay. That was pretty good. It helped me get my products. In the first 3 months, I realized this job is not good enough for me. I deserve better, right? Because I deserve to get paid more, where I can have more time to focus on my true passion, which is helping people. If Herbalife helps me help people, then Herbalife it is. So I found a better job. Yeah. But that job was too time consuming. Mm-hmm. And then I couldn't focus on my true passion, Herbalife. So I found a better job. But you guys need to realize, there was no moment where I felt content. There was always something that I could improve. Always room for growth. Right now, I'm on my 3rd job in the last year, and it's better than the last 2 jobs I had. I have time freedom, and my salary has increased, and I have the time to come to Herbalife events. I never miss an event. I come to focus group every Monday. I'm not sure if you are part of our organization, focus group on Monday.
Not yet, but I am now.
Find out today about focus group.
Yeah.
Well, we have different meetings, you know?
Okay.
So I make sure that I'm able to tune into my meetings now because I'm available. And there's always time for growth. And I want to learn because I want to grow. And in order to grow, you have to remain a student. If you think you have all the answers, then you're not ready to grow. Because if you are ready to grow, then you don't have the answers, but you do have a lot of questions.
Her story is very similar to mine. Understand that when you desire better, the universe hears you and brings you better. I used to be a security guard at a hospital. Now that was doing mandatory double shifts of 16 hours a day. And I was eating out of vending machines. You guys know that I'm diabetic. So I kind of made the choice a little late, but the universe has a way of kicking you in your butt. This is what happened. I'm walking up the hill to my house and I collapsed. I mean, my eyes started bugging out. I had to grab the fence. I was like flatlining. Luckily, there were some guys over there, called the ambulance, took me to the hospital. They're like, yo, with your vitals, you should not even be cognitive. So it was at that point I ran back to Herbalife because I had quit for a while because I was retarded.
Not retarded. We all have our moments.
Definitely. So it is at that time when I decided that, listen, not only do I want a better job that would give me the time freedom to build my business, but I want to be able to help people. So what I did, I quit that night because there was no way I was doing another 16 hours. The universe gives you what you ask for. The very next day, a buddy of mine said, listen, I'm going to this job interview about driving hospital parts to hospitals, parts to hospitals. So I said, okay, well, I'll go. Now, let me back up. There's always that kind of thought that, okay, that a euphoric kind of thing that when you hear something, you don't know why. So what happened was, I didn't know why I was going, but somebody told me to go. It turns out that it was $5 more that I was getting paid, no overtime, and they give me a truck that I could keep. I got a free ride, no insurance, no nothing, so I could build my business. Understand that that's what I asked the universe for. I go to every event. I bring people because I got a whole bunch of room in my truck. I got like 5 people in the back of there. We're going, okay?
As you should.
So here's the thing. What we're saying in a nutshell is this. You ask for it, you accept it, and then you grow, and never be satisfied until you get to the point where you have helped enough people get to where they want to be in life. Because you have to be an icon. Understand, your success is not for you. Your success is to be an icon of possibilities that it could happen for them. So people that are noticing you are gonna follow you. It is your responsibility to be that person. But don't get big-headed.
No.
Stay humble and say, listen, when you're ready, I'm here for you. Hold my hand. I got you. Let's get that nutrition in you. You don't have to be a salesperson yet. Let's get the results first. Okay, let's get you loving the products. Let's get you loving the family. And when you want to share it, become a direct a reseller, not reseller,
Distributor.
a distributor, right? So you see, I'm new. Become a distributor and help save lives, and just follow suit.
Absolutely.
Herbalife is love.
It is all love. If you don't feel like it's love, if someone reaches out to you and you don't have to sign up with anyone. You're not obligated to sell. I mean, if you want to buy it, that's on you. But you're not obligated to do anything. Every independent distributor with Herbalife has a different personality. This is a company, or this is a place where there's actually someone for everyone. You'll find a coach or a sponsor, someone that is similar to you, that has a similar story to you, that you can relate to. And that's what you're looking for. You're looking for someone to help you grow. If that's what's best for you, then go with that person, because you know you'll build a connection with that person. Losing weight is a touchy subject. Like, I used to be 232 pounds. You can't tell me it's not a touchy subject. A weight loss is a mental aspect. So, of course, I want my girls to look good, or my guys. But I want them to feel good, because sometimes when you lose weight, it starts to mess with your mind and you don't really know where you stand. Like I myself, for this event, I had to learn how to dress myself. Can you believe I've been dressing myself for 25 years and I did not know how to dress myself because I was so busy buying extra large and large that I failed to realize that that's not who I am anymore. That's not my size. I had to learn all of that. I wouldn't have learned to accept my changing body if it wasn't through personal development. Because, like, let's say 2 months beforehand, I didn't think that it was the clothes. I thought it was me. Like, everything fit. Like, I felt ugly. Everything looked bad. Why? Because I wasn't working on my mind. And I didn't realize that my body was changing. So as your body changes, you have to learn to accept new things. Like, it's like a new territory. You're becoming your rebirth. Think of it like it's that simple. It's your rebirth. You're a new person. That old person, once you shedded all those pounds off, that person went with them. The negativity, the insecurities, all of that should go. And you have to learn to embrace your new body and be happy for what you have. Don't be insecure. At first, I didn't like my stretch marks. Now I love them. Why? Because they only showed me where I was. Now where I'm at right now, well, I don't even mind them now. I'm just like, look at me. Yes, I used to be 232 pounds, and now I'm 171 pounds. Who would have thought? Not I. You would have told me like, oh, Mable, you're going to be slim in a few years. I would have been like, huh? I'm going to eat all my life. And I still eat. I've been eating all day, but the proper nutrition. I fuel my body with the best. I aim for healthy nutrition all the time. Even when I'm trying to cheat, I end up picking a healthy choice. Why? Because I know the difference. I know how I feel. I don't want to, like, if I eat pizza tonight, late at night, tomorrow morning I'm going to be sluggish. And I need to be on my P's and Q's all the time. I don't have time to be sleepy or lazy. I have time to have energy and be on the go. That's me. I used to sleep all day. I don't sleep all day anymore. I'm up at 6 o'clock in the morning. I go to sleep at 12 a.m. And I'm never tired. I'm the first one in the office and I am the loudest one there because I'm ready. I'm happy. I'm happy for life. Like, for once I stopped thinking and second guessing myself and I finally started to live. And when you start to live, I can't explain to you how that feels, but just once you undergo this amazing transformation with Herbalife and learning about yourself and rediscovering yourself, you realize that the life that you had before, it wasn't living. It was not living at all because you're just so limited. I was just I found, this is like off subject, a speaker, I don't know if you remember America, the supervisor, she gave her income testimony. Yeah. America and I actually used to party all the time. I never in 1,000 lives would have imagined that I would have ran into America today. And it just shows you, like, I'm elated to see America here because I know that she's here to grow. And it's just amazing that Herbalife brings everyone together. So she went from being my party buddy in the past to now being a sideline business partner in Herbalife Nutrition. Like, that is amazing. Like, what other company gives the opportunity of people to renovate themselves and have time freedom? You don't find that everywhere at all. It's hard. But when you do, I think you should take the opportunity.
You know, there are a whole bunch of MLM businesses out there. There are a whole bunch of fly-by-nighters. That's what I call them. Anything outside of Herbalife, fly-by-nighters. But I love the culture. I love what it represents. I love that you really can't succeed unless you help somebody else succeed. And that is why I'm here, and that's why when I start every video, I always say I represent Herbalife because Herbalife is my life, because Herbalife saved my life. And it's just that true, you know? Here's the challenge for you. Now, you heard both of us talk about Herbalife and about our lives and everything. Here's the challenge. There's going to be a link on the bottom of this. I want you to reach out to one of us. And if you feel that you want change, if you feel that you need change, if you feel that every day you go to work and it's like, we want you to change from you got to you get to. This is what I mean. A lot of people live their life, I gotta work, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. No, we live a life of, I get to save a life. I get to have time freedom. I get to spend time with my loved ones. I live a get to life. And I want that for you. I'm sure she does too.
Absolutely. You don't know what you need until you're tired. So until you get tired of being tired in the morning, until you get tired of living paycheck to paycheck, until you get tired of being overweight, you're not going to change unless you're sick and tired. Because when you're sick and tired is when you will make that drastic change. Because then you can't take it anymore. That's it. And that is your why. When your why gets you out of the bed, because that's it, you can't take it anymore, and you're tired of living the way you were, then that's when you need a change. So when you reach out to us, please keep in mind that why you're hitting us up, what it is that you're sick and tired of. And if you're ready to put that behind you, then welcome to Herbalife. Because we're only here to grow. To push past all of that negativity, what we're tired of. So most people say I lost weight. I tell my clients, I got rid of it. I didn't lose it. I didn't lose anything. I don't want it back. You could keep it.
Yeah.
I got rid of it.
Purposely.
Don't want it back. At all. Never. Not over here. So just have that mentality. Like, you deserve the best. Like, you can do this. There's no one else in this world that can do it more than you can. If I did it, you can do it. We don't tell you all of these things to impress you. We want to impress upon you. We want you to do better. We want you to grow. Because if you grow, I grow. And it doesn't have to be financially. My heart grows. Herbalife has taught me to love people, to build relationship with new people. And that's something, like, when someone reaches out to you and they're like, oh my God, Mable, thank you so much. I lost 1 pound. That's insane. You know how much commitment and dedication, or how much discipline you need to have in order to push past all the temptations on a daily basis to lose 1 pound? You got to be proud of that. Every single pound that you lose, you must be proud of it because you worked hard for it. Nothing is a given. Nothing is a given. Everything here that we have today, we earned it and we worked for it, and it was well deserved.
Worked our ass off.
Absolutely. Sweated.
Blood, sweat, and tears, baby. So listen, we're both a firm believer nothing happens by accident. If you're watching this video, it's because, like she said, you are sick and tired and you've asked the universe for a way out. We're offering you a super way out. We're offering you a chance to change your life. All you gotta do is click on that link and start
Today.
There's
no, don't click the link and I'm gonna start on Monday. There's no such thing on Monday. You're sick and tired, you get started today. The day that I got my products, I started. It was midday, I did not care. I had breakfast and I was like, I'm gonna have my shake for lunch, a snack, and a shake for dinner. And that's exactly what I did. I did not wait for a fresh day. You don't need a new day. Start when you're tired. Stop waiting. There's no waiting, putting stuff off, that's not getting us nowhere. You've waited your whole life for this point. So what do you need to wait for? I mean, you waited enough.
Yeah, and tomorrow's not promised to anybody.
Absolutely. You got to be grateful for every single moment that you have here.
That's right.
Every single moment.
And if you are lucky enough to meet people like her, your life will change for the better. And here's the thing, if you have kids, imagine the legacy you're going to leave for your kids. Because when I grew up, all I saw was my mother work. All I saw was her never home. Okay, so I'm thinking that's life. If you were to have a culture in your own house of time freedom where you could take your kids to school, pick them up after school and be there to do their homework and grow the business and make the kind of money that you, more than what you would if you would trade hours for dollars, imagine what your kids will do. They'll go beyond what you did. And that's what you want.
And that's what you want to teach everyone. I love it.
Definitely. Listen, again, this is Shogun with
Mable.
Reach Out. It'll be the best decision you ever made. Click, 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 click.
Right away. Get started.
Listen, carpe diem. And for those of you who know my videos, you know what that means. If you don't, look it up. Listen, God bless.
Bye.